Now, Texas Child Protective Services handles thousands of cases all over the state. Most of the coverage they receive is related to kids that slip through the cracks, but tonight we bring you a story the CPS says is more typical. A family whose children were taken away but later returned. Pronews 7's David Grasso-Ortega is here to tell you that story. David?
Larry, I met the Torres family who live in Memphis, and they gave me a rare glimpse into the world of how Child Protective Services operates when they remove children from their homes. The Torres spoke to me about their process of getting clean and getting their kids back.
They didn't feel so happy and we did it.
Chris and Martin Torres had an addiction to methamphetamines that had taken over their lives, and CPS got word of their drug habits.
We kind of got the wrong person mad, and they called CPS, which you think the door to that closet is closed, and for the most part you'll try to hide it, but once it comes open, they find out everything.
That day that the kids, that our results were back, the kids were moved with my mom.
Naomi Torres is only 8 years old, but she remembers the trauma of being apart from her parents, and so does 9-year-old brother Brandon, who also talked to us about the troubled times.
Upsetting, not fun, I can tell you that.
CPS told us that while taking children away from their families is tough, sometimes it's necessary.
When someone takes your children from your home, it could in fact be the worst day of your life, but it's also the beginning of the rest of your life. CPS can offer services.
But things would get worse before they got better for Chris and Martin Torres. At one point, they risked permanently losing custody of their children.
A year later, they threatened to take them and move them into foster care.
But hitting rock bottom for both of them meant that they turned to their faith for inspiration.
I asked God to help me out, and I told him I'd follow him and show me the way, and he showed me the way. The rest was history from then on. And once I felt that, I wanted to do it for myself. And I went and told the kids after that, and I told them, I was like, you know what, Daddy's going to go make his life right.
Soon, Chris and Martin got clean, and they took advantage of outpatient therapy and other services offered by the state. And things quickly started looking up.
Full family reunification is always the goal, is to keep kids in their home or be able to safely return them to their homes.
And soon the kids came back, and their daughter knows why she was allowed to go home.
Because Mommy and Daddy changed so much, that's how I like them.
The Torreses are extremely grateful to CPS for their key role in their rehabilitation.
CPS is they're not bad people. You tend to hate them at first and think that they're out to get you, but they're really there to help.
And the Torres family is an example of successful reunification by any measure. They are gainfully employed and extremely active in their community, and they now have full custody of their children. CPS says family reunification is very common and that the Torreses are representative of a large proportion of their cases. From the Kennedy Broadcast Center, David Grasso-Ortega for Pronews 7.